Hey everyone, welcome back. Good morning. Today we're going to be going over how to make your very own reusable paper towels. Cloth towels. We only use these, it's been years since we've really had paper towels out in our house. We use these nice cloths. I used to buy them on Etsy and that's definitely a viable option, but I was paying like, I don't know, $25 to $30 for 2 dozen of them. And although they were nice because they were sewed along the sides, it just was getting expensive for me to keep buying them. So I decided I was going to try and make my own, and a friend of mine sent me something on Instagram of someone going out and making napkins, like dinner napkins for a dinner party. She was an event planner, and I'll try and link below that video so you can see exactly where I got the idea from. But I took the idea, I went to Joann Fabrics, got the exact same fabric, and I was able to make these really super soft and wonderful reusable napkins. I do just roll these on an old paper towel roll, and they do stick together nicely, and I have them on a paper towel dispenser in my kitchen, and I'll show you that as well. But we're gonna make these together today with this fabric. Now you do need a specific type of fabric. I went to Joann Fabrics and I was able to find the fabric that they recommended. And the reason why they recommend this specific fabric is it's actually really easy to rip. When you rip the fabric, you get this really nice fray along the edge, just like a decorative fraying along the edge of the napkin. And I think it looks really pretty, really rustic. I just really like the way that it looks. And plus this material is super soft and washes up really, really nice. I wanted to do a fun pattern for summer, and I didn't actually know if this fabric would come with a pattern on it. This was my first time using this fabric that is patterned, and so I'll keep you posted on how it turns out, but I thought that this was really fun for spring and summer, just to give us like a little bright color vibe. I'm a bright color kind of girl. So first things first, when you get this fabric, I just purchased a yard of this and then a yard of this yellow color. I thought this was really pretty for like the Easter season. But what you're gonna do is you're just gonna ask them to cut you a yard of the fabric, and then you're gonna, when you get it home, you're gonna cut off the edge. The edge has this like seam running along it, and so you're gonna wanna cut that off. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a scissor, and you'll see there's like a little seam here, and you're just gonna cut along that, just all the way down. Now, I am the world's like least straight cutter. I just cannot cut in a straight line to save my life. So this is a very, very forgiving project. So it really doesn't matter how straight that line is, because it's gonna fray along the edge and give you that really decorative, pretty effect. And now we're going to move on to the other side. Okay, so now that I have the edges cut off, the next part that I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my little tape measure here. This is a very old tape measure. I don't have a fabric tape measure, which is fine. I don't think you really need one. And you're just going to go ahead and measure the length that you have here, and you're going to divide it into thirds, okay? So I have 50, yes, I am going to use a calculator. Gives me about 16.6 or 16.5 inches. So I'm just going to go to like the 16.5 mark, and I'm going to cut an inch long slit right into the fabric. Okay, now I have my 2-inch long slits here, and the next part is all you're going to do is you're going to take one of the slits and you're simply just going to rip the fabric all the way down, and so you'll have a nice fabric rectangle like this. Okay, Just do it twice. Perfect. Okay, now I have my smaller pieces. I'm going to still use my tape measure, but my fabric is now about 36 inches long. And so I'm just going to divide that into thirds. So that's right around the 12-inch mark. So I'm going to just do here and then 12 more here. Now I've got 2 more 1-inch slits, and I am just going to rip these apart. Now, when you do this, after you rip them, you'll see you get this like fraying on the edge. That's supposed to happen. So these little strings that come off are normal and natural and a-okay for the fabric. Even when you wash them, that's going to happen. You're going to have a bunch of those that come off in the wash. Just pull them off. You're not going to hurt it. And it just helps to give that frayed look a little more uniformity, if you will, I guess. But it will stop fraying after you wash it 2 to 3 times. You won't get as many strings that come off. From there, you have a beautiful napkin. Look at how pretty that is. And it's so soft, and it's like really, really just a nice feel. It's like heavy, nice weight to it. But I'm gonna finish cutting these, and I'm gonna take you with me while I do that. Okay, so now I have made 18 napkins. I am just gonna pop them in the washer and dry them, and then we'll come back and we'll get them set out so that we have some nice springy napkins for the season. Okay, so I washed all of the rags yesterday, and so we're back. I'm gonna just go through the wash, lay everything out, pull some of the extra strings off of them, and bring you with me, and then show you how I set these up. Okay, so you're gonna notice that some of them have like a lot of strings on the side. That's totally normal, especially for the first like wash of them. You're gonna have a big old pile of string that comes out. But if you look, they have super cute frayed edges, and they continue to just stay frayed like this. Like I said, a few washes, you'll still get a few more of the little strings out, but look how cute they are. And so I'm just gonna lay them out on top of each other in a stack like this. And then we'll decide how many we're rolling and how many we're folding. Okay, now I have everything laid out nice and flat, and most of the extra long strings taken care of. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the towels that I just made, flip it over, and I'm going to just roll up quite a few in just an old paper towel roll. Just, they're lined up. It's not like it's gonna stick to the paper towel roll. It just sticks to itself. So just do this. Doesn't need to be exact. There is no rhyme or reason to it really. You just do it as even as you can and just keep rolling. Anybody else got a Limp Bizkit song in their head now? Because I do. All right, so I'm just gonna roll all of these. that's really all I'm gonna put on the roll for right now. I think it looks pretty good, and I think that this will last us a while. So I'm just gonna stick it right on here, and it's just gonna sit in my kitchen on the counter just like that. The rest of them I'm going to fold and then put in a napkin holder. And just like that, I have a brand new season of reusable towels for my family to use. We use these at dinner, lunch, breakfast, every meal. And then for like cleaning up, wiping up spills, things like that, I just use this. Now, if I spill red wine or coffee or something that I think is gonna stain a light colored napkin like this, I like to use OxiClean just because I think it gets the stains out the best, which is essentially just peroxide. So that is what I like to use in order to get the stains out of it. I'll just dab it on and then throw it in the wash like I normally would. Mine were a little wrinkly today. That's because I took them out of the dryer and then they sat on the counter overnight. But if you take them out of the dryer and fold them right away, they're not wrinkly at all. As you can see, I put these on to the paper towel holder, and they don't look wrinkly at all. They look nice and smooth and super clean. So that's it. If you have questions or if you try this out, please let me know. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.